Hello, my name is Jonas with Nerdemic. Would you like to tell us who you are and why you are here?
You're weird.
Answer the question.
My name's Neil. I'm here with TPub Publications. We make Twisted Dark, and you're here to sell comics.
Great. Okay. So, where would you say, give us a bit of background as to how this started and how you got here today with Twisted Dark?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I was a fan of comics for 10 years. I got into comics quite late. I was in my mid-20s when I started reading comics. Anyway, long story short, someone gave me Watchmen. I couldn't believe how great it was. I fell in love with the medium, was a fan for 10 years. Then I was working on a project in the Middle East, and my friends and family were back in the UK. And rather than just watch TV, I thought in my free time in the evenings, I'd try writing my own comic. And I wrote Twisted Dark Volume 1, and I couldn't believe people actually liked what I wrote. That was a surprise.
Do you do the art as well?
No, that requires talent. But I put the book out, and when the response was so good, I had a quandary because I had a good career with good prospects. But if I made a go of comics and took a risk and it paid off, every day of my life was a holiday because I was doing. So I took the risk, and in 2013 it went to #1 on the Kindle charts. So
since then the momentum has just kept you going.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's really cool. Watchmen, by the way, it's great inspiration. I didn't realise that's sort of where a lot of this stemmed from. It's one of my favourite, I wouldn't say comics, it's one of my favourite movies because I know little else about the comics. I'm sorry.
This interview is over.
Right, well, I've offended him too much. Please come back.
Okay. Look, Zack Snyder visually is a phenomenal director. His visuals look great. Watchmen, though, I mean, Alan Moore himself thinks it couldn't be filmed. The way they changed the ending, look, the comic is one of the best comics ever made. So I don't think the film compares to it really. There's some
that's fair enough. No. I'm not saying the film is better or anything like that. I'm just saying I have more experience with the film, I like it for what it is.
That's fair enough. I mean, there's some films which are better than the original comics. So, for example, did you see the Korean film Old Boy?
I know of it so much.
It was remade with Samuel L. Jackson. I haven't seen the American version, but the Korean version is excellent and it's based on a Japanese comic. So I read the Japanese comic. Doesn't compare to the film. The film's better.
Fair enough.
So,
what would you say? So you've done Twisted Dark, and somewhere you've got a list of
I've got other titles as well.
Other works. Yeah. So you've got something like Twisted Light, which is and perhaps you would almost think the opposite of Twisted Dark.
Nothing gets past it, does it?
Yeah. I mean, well, it still says twisted, so obviously I think there's something a little bit more going on there.
All the stories have twisted endings and surprise you, but they leave you laughing. That's the concept.
That's great.
Unfortunately, we sold out of it now. That's very nice. Guy went around the camera. It was good.
So you've sold out. So you're doing really well here. It's not your first convention, I assume.
No, we do like 30 a year. So
that's
actually, in 2 weeks, I'll be in Chicago for one. Linda is going to be at Birmingham, and someone else is doing a convention for us in Canada. So
three at the same time?
Yeah, three.
In three completely different areas. Wow.
Yeah.
And so this is Oxford's first Comic-Con, OxCon. How are you finding it? You know, it's a first convention in a new place.
Well, new conventions are always we don't sell that well because people don't know who you are. Really, most people come to this it's become away from comics. It's moved towards just pop culture. So some people just come. They like anime. They like video games. They like to see people dressed up. It's not just about the comics anymore. It's evolved. Some conventions are pure comic ones, but once we go to this, we speak to a lot of people, and then the next year we always increase our sales at least 20%.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's like I think we've had a fairly good relationship this weekend.
Yes.
In the sense that you've done nothing but sticker me with your own material.
You were asking for it. I mean, your team found it funnier than everyone else. They're the ones who actually were encouraging me to sticker you.
Whatever. Okay, we're gonna discuss that.
The cameraman's on it too.
We're gonna discuss that off camera. Okay, thank you. But needless to say, it's been great having you here, and you have been, I think, a huge contribution to this convention.
Oh, thank you.
You've done a talk here today as well on how comics can be life. Is that
Obviously, you were part of the talk, right?
I wasn't part of the talk, no, so why don't you tell me more about it now?
The talk was how comics can help you in your career or in your exams.
Help in career
and it teaches you basically memory techniques for exams, but it's also about communication. I genuinely love the medium. I think it is the most efficient means of communicating. Because people can speak sometimes too quickly or worse, too slowly, or you just don't like how they engage. with a book, you can go at your own speed, unlike film or TV or in person. But with a comic, you get to go at your own speed like a book, but you get the visual interpretation, which is pictures 1,000 words. It's very fast, efficient, and crucially, memory retention is a lot higher visually.
Okay.
You like, if you went out last week at a restaurant, you probably can remember exactly where you were seated. You won't remember what all the conversation was or what someone else was eating. You remember exactly where you were because you saw that.
Okay.
And when we give you tips and tools how to structure your communication in corporations or for exams, so you can do better.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I got a little bit serious and passionate there because I actually care about this stuff.
And I was just going to say, well, it's clearly doing you wonders, because here you are peddling what you love and love doing, and you don't consider it a career, I guess, but here you are making it into one. So.
Yeah, but I do have to deal with some weird interviewers.
Yeah, I get that. I get that, and I have to interview some weird people. So let's just agree to disagree here.
On what?
Just
We're agreeing.
On each other.
You're not a good interviewer, are you?
I'm disagreeing with you. You're disagreeing with me. We're just going to live with each
Why
other.
am I so rude to you?
I don't know. I don't
kind
know.
of fun.
I have an offensive face. Come on, that's a free one. Just agree. Are you not offended by my face?
It's just ugly to me.
Okay, thanks.
Put it in your next Twisted Dark Souls. That's the twist ending of this face.
Oh no, that's issue 7, isn't it? Issue 7 is going to be
Actually,
nothing.
can you smile for me? Just like move to the camera.
No, I don't actually.
Look at the camera.
I don't actually.
Look at the camera. Smile. Look.
No,
Smile. Smile.
Stop. Cut that out. Issue 7 is just going to be me dying with you putting stickers on my body. So I look forward to that one.
Yes, that's what volume 7 will be.
Yeah, because you're going off something that you saw visually, which is something that you can apply to memory, which is me being covered in stickers.
Is this going to be cut from the interview?
No. Oh no, everything. See, now we're just going to talk until the end of the convention.
No.
Callum holds the camera.
Please end the interview.
It's been lovely talking to you, Neil. Neil, thank you very much for your time.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm
Honestly,
glad that
it's been a lot of fun.
I'm glad that this has been a really pleasant experience for you,
Yes,
and that you don't regret any of it.
I feel like I'm being led here to answer a certain way. Yes, yeah, it's been fantastic.
Great.
Thank you so much for the interview.
Great.